I want to we're looking at November 7th, 2025. First, give us an update on Artilla, where you guys are going into 2026. And then
Yeah.
look at AI. Have we reached an AI bubble? I hope we do in certain aspects, because the bottom line is if you've implemented AI into your business, you're going to be great. But people who are getting the get rich quick, fast, stay the course, not long term, might have a huge valuation of a company, but might
Yeah.
not get any money out of that company by the time it finally goes to market. So I want to get your take.
Yes. So first question about where we are at with Artilla and what's our plan for 2026. It's a very good and timely question. We just released a couple of days ago our version 8 of Artilla, and it has onboarded an AI assistant inside our web automation. So now you can chat. Like you're chatting to create a document. You can chat to create an automation. So you can now do what we call vibe web scrapping or vibe automation. And I think you can now do most of those automations that we were trying to do together. Most of
Oh my
them you will be
gosh,
able
I
to do
can't
it yourself.
wait. So this is
Just
going to be
released.
available in 2026 as something that
Yes,
I can put on steroids. That's
it's
awesome.
it's already available right now in beta, and we have our community using it. I've been using it a lot, and it's really amazing because I
Can
build
it
an
be either a
automation in.
PC or a Mac can use it?
Yeah, it works very well on Mac now. So we solved that issue with Mac OS as well. So it has so many versatility, and you just chat and you tell it, I want to go to this website, I want this data, I want to click here, and then put for me and go through the pagination, and then it will collect the data and put it for you in an Excel
Is
or
this can
Google
help me
Sheet.
with leads? This can help me with any of the
Yeah,
crazy automations that none of your clients are really trying to do what I was trying to do. Create the
exactly. Yeah.
first VA, like to create a
I
full
think,
VA. There are companies doing it, but they're not doing it the way that I believe could be done at one point in time, especially with robots coming out next year.
yeah.
Elon's Optimus, right? Is that what it's called? I
Yes, I
don't
think
know.
it's,
Yeah, like Optimus Prime. That $20,000 for a robot. That's an expensive thing. If you bought like
yeah.
20 for your company, it's just going to be about how you run it and all the technology it's going to be involved in that robot doing all the work for you.
Yeah, and some people will value their time and they would prefer to put $20,000 even if it saves them 2 hours of chores in the day. So
Oh
there
yeah,
is a market for that. Yeah.
that'd be interesting. All right, so all that stuff is available in beta already. When did that come available
Yes.
in beta?
So just Monday night, it came into beta, and there is a second aspect that we launched. Is not now Artilla V8 is completely available via API, so you can link it to other automations. Like the ChatGPT agent builder.
Yeah, and
So
I'm
you
going
can
to
now
talk to you
get,
about that because that ChatGPT
yeah,
agent builder is more to put wrappers on, and it costs money to
exactly.
do that. I wanted an agent
Yes.
builder who would just build agents like 8N8. That's not
You
available
can
on
so
ChatGPT.
you can play with, yes. So ChatGPT will have a very specific approach, but now you can link the AI editor in ChatGPT with N8N with Artilla, and they all talk together because we've just built for Artilla a complete API layer. So now it's like more inclusive and more connectable, let's say, to work with other tools.
Oh wow.
So those are the two major things, and we're very happy with that. It was a lot of work. And we published 2 hours plus walkthrough video on our YouTube channel. So if you want to, I invite you to look at it to have an idea of how to do vibe automation or vibe web scrapping.
Okay, so we'll have to set that up for a call at the near
Yeah,
the end of the year. I mean, not because I'm telling you that's how busy we are getting at Media Giant Productions,
very good.
but we're really excited. Maybe earlier than that. I'm just giving you by the end of the year. It could be next week. And I'm not the person that says the end of the year is the end of the year. Okay, so that's exciting. And then the
Yeah,
other thing is API. So I could set it up as an API and put it into a wrapper and wrap it into another business then for me.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. You can even wrap it inside another SaaS software or another software, and then it uses Artilla for whatever Artilla can do better than the other tools. And then you can use other tools for other purposes in your
So, for
business model.
example, you're wanting to scrape websites. That's going to be a site. You can use Artilla's program, put it in a
Yeah,
wrapper with something for real
that's right.
estate agents and trying to find leads.
Exactly. Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
That's exciting, and that's going to change the game in so many ways, and kind of dive deeper into why that is.
Yes, and I think the first aspect of it is that it reduces the learning curve, so that you don't have to be like a developer to really understand web scraping or web automation, because the AI assistant will teach you. We trained a couple of models to teach you and to show you and to do it for you. So it will explain to you how it's going to do it, and then it does the project, and then you can look at the project and say, okay, I got it now. And as you go, you enhance your prompting capacity for that AI to build for you more complex automations. That's the power of AI, is when it can learn with you, from you, for you. That is the power that I think
Mhm.
will be very good for
So is
us.
Artilla, so kind of talk about the company Artilla a little further, Dr.
Yeah.
Mohhamed. What is happening with the overall? So you have this community, but you're also
Yeah.
building stuff in the background for for big enterprise clients too, right?
That's right. Yes, we have what we call a master agency network. So we have agents around the world that kind of represent Artilla locally, so that they can go to banks, insurance companies, legal firms, because we have demand from regulated companies. They want to automate, they want to use AI and automation, but they want it in-house, on premises. And with Artilla, we are one of the few software and team that kind of bring together an ecosystem that can be self-hosted with privacy compliance, data compliance, and your intellectual property is not going out to another AI model. Because when we chat with ChatGPT or others, whatever are our thoughts and our ideas, they're somehow being recorded somewhere, because that is used to
Oh yeah,
train the AI.
but guess where it's being recorded? See this?
Yeah, so that one you have control over it, right?
Yeah, it's the B.
Yeah, so
So it
that's good.
records
You have
every
control.
conversation for me 24/7, 7 days a week. And then it puts it into tasks and different things. Isn't that unreal? Did you hear about the
No,
B
that's
before?
amazing. No, I heard from you, and I think that's amazing. It's probably one of the best knowledge transfer system that you have right there,
Yeah, but the
because it
problem
captures everything.
is it
Yeah.
is not web based yet. And I have to email the company and say, when are you going to make this
Yeah.
web based? It's like WhatsApp. I finally figured out a way to put WhatsApp on my computer after I just refused to deal with it. But now, as we become more of an international company, think of it,
Yeah.
Artilla's in Africa, in Mauritius.
Yeah.
That's one of our clients. We have a client in the Cayman Islands. We have a client in Canada. We have a client in Israel. We are
Yeah.
a global company, and we need to be able to be on global terms
Rich.
in
Yes.
certain aspects. So yeah.
No, that's very good. I think it will come, and if they hear you and if they take your input, that will be to their advantage.
Yeah, they better take my input. The Amazon bought them. It's called the Bee. It would be a great recommendation.
Oh, so
It took
so
it
they
took it took like 2 months in development, but it records all your conversations and then it gives you summaries and you can go through all the different things. And I decided to just keep it on 24/7. That's going to probably be crazy when I go back through all that data. But it
yes.
helps because I'm not taking notes, but I'm about to change all that again. I still think writing things down is an important thing as well. And I don't want to use my brain as a storage machine as much
Yeah.
either. I mean, the things I'm learning now are just unreal. Let's go. Okay, so I'm really excited about that with Artilla. Is there anything else
Me
Artilla
too.
provides?
Yes, so the network of master agents, and also we provide some strategic advisory when you want to implement AI, especially in a company and you have a certain number of employees and different departments, different systems. So we try to help our people and our client to have like a more strategic view, like a plus
Mm.
5 years, because now so a good thing that I heard from an enterprise client when we were going to see them. He told me, Mohammed, you know what you need to explain to our board of directors? It's that AI is not an IT project. It's a strategic corporate project. And he was right, because if you take it as an IT project, you will miss the whole strategic change, and the vision of the business has to be adapted. So I think that was a
So,
very
so
good
what are
learning.
your biggest enterprise clients? Can you mention some of them?
Yes, we had one that had we have one that has 1,500 employees. Um, so in Mauritius, this is giant, 1,000 employees above. in a 1.2 million country.
Can we partner together to get a Fortune 500 company?
Yes, I think so. So I can tell you where the numbers, where the return on investment is undeniable is when you have 100 employees. If you have 100 employees and you can save them 1 hour per day and you compute it in a month, they will pay for whatever you have to propose them if it save even just 1 hour per day.
Okay. I mean, this is just amazing that, Media Giant Productions and Artilla can put together these unbelievable sources together. I mean, I'm excited to be, because what I'm looking at is how can Lee get, let's say, because I'm working with the NHL, how can we get an NHL team to go fully AI automated and through Artilla?
Yeah.
So we have to think of how we can white label that. Can I white label your service as well and try to sell it?
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's exactly our master agency program is that
And
we work with
because we're
people...
working together, you got me hooked up, so I can do this.
Yes.
Okay,
No,
so we've added, I don't think you've gone to MediaGiantProductions.com. It's a new website that we just built and developed, and that one will be able, we've added certain things with AI, as we've added a department for AI, and we can do certain things. So you can help me set up and implement very, very deep AI projects. And we have to talk about those more, Dr. Mohhamed, later on. It's just amazing how things develop, but it's really exciting. I will be trying this out very soon. Dr. Mohhamed and I were trying to create a VA that is a masterful VA. Now we're going to show it in a further way. Okay, now let's see AI 2025 November. What do you like what's been happening? What don't you like? What would you change?
Like AI models in general?
Yes, AI in general. Yes, sir.
Yes. So how to put that? I was expecting the AI models to gain more and more traction in terms of controlling the actual computers that we have. And they didn't, they started, with these agent models and so on, but it was not as fast as I wished. I think that would be probably for 2026. The other thing that I'm looking forward is that they democratize the video generation, the Sora 2 things. That I'm looking forward to it as well. But I think the elephant in the room, Neil, is the AGI, is the artificial general intelligence, the one that is a godlike and is independent and will do things. And so my understanding is that AGI may be already available somewhere in one of those.
I already told you there is AGI available with a company called Vivo, and I have been too busy to get back to them. So they are a partner of mine. I will have to WhatsApp a group call with you and one of the people. It's direct selling, but it's on the blockchain, and it tells you what to do, not you tell that.
Yeah. So that's where I wanted to highlight the point. So I think there are already some AGIs, or there will be some AGIs, and the first AGIs will be locked, kind of, like handcuffed and feet cuffed so that they don't run in the wild. But then I'm looking for the time that there is an AGI that can run wild, that can run in the wild, that everybody can use, or it can use us. I don't know. There will be that dialectic. So that moment is going to be like, the eclipse of humanity. We may go crazy, or we may go to the next level.
When do you expect that?
2026.
What? So you're predicting singularity in 2026?
Yeah. I think it's already around the corner. I think the secret services, the military industrial complex, they already have it somehow. They have it in a box, and it's like the
but they can control it. But they can open it up for a specific thing. I've already saw some posts where they have managers that are managing a human being.
Yeah, it could be.
Are you able? You don't have access to that kind of technology, do you?
No, that would require like enormous hardware setup. So that you have to own an AI data center to be able to even like kick off a small AGI, even a baby AGI, like the equivalent of a toddler, a human toddler. You would need like a whole data center. Yeah, it's very power consuming, especially GPU. But it's coming. There are some gigantic data centers, and I think the US is going to build another $50 billion. There's a $50 billion planned investment, I think, somewhere in Texas, above Dallas, like 30 kilometers above Dallas. There is like a gigantic AI data center that Trump kind of launched with an executive order. So those developments, Neil, I think the hardware developments and the electric and the GPUs and stuff are coming up.
I think it's happening. But like what? Give me an example of an AGI.
So there could be right now ChatGPT version 6. So there are, or version 7 already that they have in the hood, but they will only use it, like you said, in a laboratory format, like in vitro, in control. It's probably already out there, and they already battle testing it, and kind of figuring out how to control it. I think they already have it somewhere.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
so, and will it be where it's going to literally just run on its own and tell us what to do?
Yeah, there is a strong possibility for that, because if a system becomes aware of itself, the first thing it's going to look at is like, how can I survive without these stupid humans that invented me? So it's going to look for electric hardware independence. If it really becomes an AGI, it will look for its own independence, and that's where there will be a schism. Yeah, but we may have AGI as a slave, kind of controlled. We may have it for a couple of years, boxed in one product or boxed in one data center.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm finding this so much fun. And so give an example would be, if the agents I'm creating, I can make them off the cuff. I'm creating them just in chats right now. And that's smart, right? An agent for every task I do at Media Giant Productions. And then I could let it run wild and control me as the teacher and have authority over me.
Yeah, not only authority, but it will have physical control of your environment, because it will be multimodal. It can on the fridge, it can open the window, it can control a robot, it can switch off the TV. It's already we already prepared our homes to be kind of remote controlled. So if an AGI gains control, it could like just make your life easier. Switch on the hot water when you go to the bath, or do the opposite.
Yeah,
make your life miserable.
Oh, it's those exciting things are on the horizon.
Yes,
and
I think so. Yeah,
it truly unbelievable stuff seems like it's coming.
I think 2026 we are going to either see that kind of come up to light, or there's going to be a big heavy work on dumbing down AI. It's either or. Either it's going to explode and we can see it and use it, or they're going to dump it and keep us with the ChatGPT 4s and 5s, and which
now
is
it all depends on politically the country.
Exactly. I think so, yeah.
If we see a spin on the control, the United States will control AI growing, and that would be bad.
Once you have control, there will be somebody who will like whistleblowers, but for technology. Somebody would release it, and if you release it once, if you release one AGI once to the net, you can't catch it back. It's like the genie is out of the bottle.
All right. So the best place to go, sir, is Artila, RTILA.com. Appreciate it, Dr. Mohhamed, and we'll talk soon. That was the